Greetings, my friends, and welcome to the latest edition of the DGD Media Week in Review. Yes, we're on the air again, doing it again for you. And I want to start this week's show off with something I recorded on Tuesday of this week. For most of this week and much of last week, I'm watching closely the story of this guy right here, Ted Williams, the homeless man with the golden voice, who's now become quite the celebrity, has now been given a second chance. For those of you who may not have heard him speak or heard an example of his great radio voice, I have a little condensed clip of the video that put him on the spotlight right here. Let's have a look at that.
When you're listening to nothing but the best of oldies, you're listening to Magic 98.9. And we'll be back with more right after these words. And don't forget, tomorrow morning is your chance to win a pair of tickets to see this man live in concert.
Oh yeah, he's got the talent. He's got the voice for radio and voiceover. And here recently, he's been given a $10,000 contract to do commercials for Kraft macaroni and cheese, so that'll be great. That'll help him out. But, I want to just talk about this situation for a minute from a different point of view, something that other people have not mentioned before when talking about this, that one of the reasons Mr. Williams got this second chance was because he never gave up on himself. The fact that he had that sign saying, "I have a God-given gift of a great radio voice," proved that somewhere in his heart he knew that one day his voice would take him out of his current situation and put him into a better life for himself and for his family. And now it looks like it has. And I saw today that he was on the Dr. Phil show, and Dr. Phil is going to help him stay sober, which is a good thing. You got a powerful ally there, Ted. Dr. Phil. He'll make every resource in the world available to you. But the fact that Ted never gave up on himself, he knew that his skills and his talents would be his ticket to a better life. And that's the same for all of us.
That's right.
May not be where we want to be right now, but keep working at it and keep moving forward. You never give up on yourself and your skills and your abilities and your talents. They will take you where you want to be. It's great proof of that. And we wish Ted Williams, I always want to say Wilson. I'll get your name right eventually, buddy. Oh, no. Wish him all the success in the world.
So, I went to my mailbox today, and I found this killer CD by Daniel Willett. CD called The Enchantment, Songs to Sing Whilst You Sharpen Your Pencil. And I gave it a listen today, and I gotta say, there's some great tracks on here. All 11 of them rock out pretty damn good. Be looking for future episodes of The Bewitching Hour, where we can get Daniel Willett here on the show and get him to talk about this album a little bit and some of his past recordings and future projects. My name is David G. Duke. This is Bewitching Hour 79. Yes, my friends, this is Bewitching Hour episode 87, Friday, May 11th, 2012, and this Sunday is Mother's Day here in the United States, at least, and I'm sure many other countries around the world. So I should shout out to all the moms out there, and to, of course, my mother especially. Bewitching Hour 87. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there.
Since Sunday, May 8th, 2011, was Mother's Day here in the United States and probably in many other countries around the world, I decided to start my Saturday, May 7th broadcast off with a Happy Mother's Day greeting to all the moms who may be watching. Got a whole bunch of new videos this week. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Mother is the name of God, and the lips and hearts of all children.
Lucy entered the chat room saying, Dave time! Ha 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 ha. Wondering if she saw that tweet. I'm thinking about changing the name of my second radio show to Dave Time. Yes, my friends, don't forget to acknowledge your mother on Mother's Day and every day, because without her you wouldn't be here. Treat every day like it's Mother's Day. And I'd like to once again extend a happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, but of course especially my own mother, because without her I wouldn't be here and you wouldn't have any Dave Time.
And on a lighter note, about a week or so ago, St. Clinton emailed me this cool little promo that he made for my radio show over there on the Big G, Gem Gin Radio. He does a show over there called For the Love of Poetry and Spoken Word, which is on at 6 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesdays, followed immediately by my show, DGD Media, at 7 p.m. So he made this fun little segue, which I think is pretty damn cool. Thank you again, St. Clinton, for this. Have a listen, guys.
Oh, ladies, gentlemen, we've come to the end of For Love of Poetry and Spoken Word. Here on the J Network. Coming up next is my man, my main man. He's the music man. He's David G. And his show Media here on the Gem Network.
Hey Dustin, just wanted to pop on here and let you know that was a great video. Some great animations, great cartoon drawings there. And even if you did include the one of me, that's alright. I liked it. Just wanted to let you know it was a great video. Hope to see more of those real soon.
You are watching The Bewitching Hour with David G. Duke, the voice of conservative reason.
My name is David G. Duke, and this is For the Record. On the Saturday, July 23rd broadcast of Live with David G. Duke, when Lucy Diamond of Gem Gin Radio, Gem Gin Broadcasting, joined the chat room, she started out talking about the passing of Amy Winehouse, since she passed earlier that day. And I wanted to discuss that and talk about that a little more here on this episode of For the Record. So let's start out by seeing what Lucy had to say, and we'll work in my commentary as we go along. Amy Winehouse, I heard about her passing away, but didn't see any videos of her. So you posted a link to a video of hers, but I didn't watch it. At the time of the live broadcast on Saturday, July 23rd, I had not seen the video that Lucy Diamond linked to, nor had I actually heard much of anything else pertaining to Amy Winehouse as far as her music went. But since that time, I have had a chance to watch the video Lucy linked to and other videos pertaining to her. The last one she did, Too High to Sing, booed off stage. It was bad. Yeah, that's what happens when you do drugs before a show. Like I said, after broadcasting that show, I did go back and watch the video Lucy was referring to, where Amy Winehouse was booed off stage because she was too high and too drunk to sing. And that should have been a wake-up call for the people handling her career. They should have gotten her into rehab that day. We, the fans, don't want to see people drunk and high and stoned on stage. We want to see a great concert. We came here to hear Amy sing. But, unfortunately, the people that are handling her career are too concerned about her career. Too concerned about her making money, since they make a percentage of her income. One video I saw commenting on her being booed off stage in that video, over on Daily Motion, said, where were the people that handle her career? Well, they're probably too busy counting their damn money. We need to let our entertainers know that we don't want to see them in these self-destructive behaviors. That we want to see them clean and sober and doing great music, great poetry, or whatever they do. But even when celebrities do go into rehab, their handlers and their managers are too concerned about their career and probably pull them out too quickly, which is why they go right back into the drugs and the alcohol. As Dr. Phil has said, when he gets people into rehab, whether they're celebrity or not, you're there as long as it takes. But unfortunately, in the entertainment industry, they're not there as long as it takes. They're there until their managers and their handlers need more money, and then they pull them out and get them back to work. And Amy Winehouse is an example of what can happen when they do that. As fans, we should support and let the celebrities we admire know that we don't want to see them in this destructive behavior of drugs, alcohol, or whatever it may be, and that we will support them in rehab, that we do want to see them get into rehab and get the help that they need. Oh, Dave, I hardly even knew her. I don't even think I've ever even heard her saying, I've had her own Dave. Plenty of Dave for everyone. Everyone needs a Dave. Everyone needs their Dave time, so get your ass in here. Yeah, I know, I joked about it on the live broadcast with Lucy, but I knew what she was talking about. Everybody needs that one person in their life that they can depend on, that person that will be there for them when the chips are down, will have their back in times of trouble, and will not tell them what they want to hear, but what they need to do and what's best for them. And apparently, Lucy Diamond thinks of me in that capacity. She would be on the prayer list for so long. It made me mad that nobody went to see her. What Lucy meant by that last statement about nobody coming to see her was apparently not too many people turned out for Amy Winehouse's funeral, or not too many people were there to help her through her troubles and her addictions. And as far as that first part about Amy being on the prayer list, my own personal beliefs is you don't pray for the dead, you pray for the living. So I would suggest, my friends, to pray for those artists, those entertainers, and anybody else you may know who's involved in any destructive behavior, drugs, alcohol, or whatever it may be, to get the help they need before it's too late, before they're 6 feet under. Don't turn your head away from it. Confront them, get them into rehab, do an intervention if you have to. There's a lot of great resources online, and DGD Media will be linking to those very soon on our websites. My name is David G. Duke, and this has been For the Record, a DGD Media production. Thank you, St. Clinton, for that information on how to get our stuff played here on GemGen International Broadcasting and DGD Media. And you can also email me at dduke@twcny.rr.com. Videos to play on Dave Time, Live with David G. Duke, and GemGen TV in general. Just let me know which one of those shows you want to play it on, or else I'll play them on all of them. And I'll put it in the on-demand page at GemGen TV as well. Anyway, and the surefire way to get your music played here on any DGD Media production is one simple rule. Be original. Have some originality to your music. and to your music videos. Don't make your videos the same old rapid cut, artsy-fartsy stuff that we've seen since the music video was born. Do something creative and unique and original. And you might just get pushed to the top of the playlist here at DGD Media. I just got a comment on this week's Project Runway. It was an interesting challenge, designing outfits for ladies who walk in stilts. Yes, stilt-walking ladies were their models that they had to design for, and there was some great stuff came on the runway. There was also some pretty hideous stuff coming down there. But I do have to say I disagree with Faline being sent home instead of her whiny-ass little design partner, Bryce Black. I swear if I heard him whine about being cut on grain one more frickin' time, I was gonna reach through my TV and choke him. Calls himself a professional and educated tailor and designer, and he can't fix a simple little sewing problem. Instead, he's got to whine half the damn episode. But it wasn't cut on grain, it wasn't cut on grain. My God, Bryce, you call yourself a professional? Hell, I could fix that in my sleep, sewing by hand. But no, they had to send his partner Faline home instead of him. So if he's that whiny next week, I may puke. But anyway, my friends, my little fashion commentary for this week. Anyway, I want to take a minute here to say that I hope all my American listeners had a fantastic Labor Day weekend and are looking forward to the coming fall. And Mabon is just a few weeks away. Woohoo! Autumn equinox. After that, the night is longer than the day. Thank the goddess for that.
This past weekend, past Thursday night, I see our good friend Polo the Fur King made the TV news down there in New York City as New York One, New York City's 24-hour news channel, was doing a little man-on-the-street interview thing, interviewing people about their New Year's resolutions. Yes, my friends, Polo the Fur King became one of the people they interviewed. We'll have a look at his interview right now. You see it right up there on that screen behind me.
The New Year's resolution for 012 was to do well, just do better, just make just try to make, basically like life is what you make, you just make the best of yours, and just do the best you can in 012. That's really the solution for 012 for me.
Yes, sir. There's Polo the Fur King. He's everywhere. Even makes the man on the street news about New Year's resolutions.
Since today is Veterans Day here in the United States, I just want to take a minute to thank our men and women of the armed forces for keeping our country free and giving me the freedom to sit here on the air 3 times a week and shoot my mouth off. You guys are the best. We pray that you return home as quickly and as safely as possible, but not before the job is done. You guys are the true strength of our country, and we love you. All of us here at DGD Media fully support our troops. God bless, stay safe, and know that you are greatly appreciated by all of us here at DGD Media.
Mego Diaz and their song Fiesta Pagana right here on Bewitching Hour 72. Yes, my friends, we are rocking through the 72nd broadcast of the Bewitching Hour, and well, it seems like just a few weeks ago that I broadcast my 50th episode. Now we're almost 3/4 of the way to the 100th episode, and you bet that one's gonna rock, my friends. Yes, sir, it will. And be watching for some changes coming up here. See, they're getting a little stricter on copyright laws, which means I may need to get written permission from all artists who I feature here on DGD Media Productions. Written permission, giving me the permission to use their music and videos here. But anyway, my friends, regardless of that, we will continue to put together a great kick-ass rockin' show for you here, as we always do. always got my music and art, and I know there's a few artists who always give me the permission to use their stuff. Daniel Willett, I know his stuff will always be here. And many of the other artists that you see here on Gem Gem may also be here as well. And so, my friends, as we blaze through this episode of the Bewitching Hour.
And I'm sitting here looking at some pictures and video footage of the aftermath of Hurricane Irene. And I hope that all my listeners in the areas affected by Irene are safe and made it through in one piece. And I hope your damages and property damages and such were minimal. But look at the bright side. Hurricanes do stimulate the economy. And if you think about it, before the hurricanes, people are running to the stores, stocking up on food and batteries and candles and all that stuff. That gives a boost of profit for the store owners. And afterwards, landscapers, carpenters, contractors, and such are busy working in the cleanup. That helps. So there is a plus side to everything. I just had to slip that in here.
Hey, this is David G. Duke of DGD Media, and I want to talk to you a little bit about Choice Treasures Market. Back in 2007, late fall, early winter of that year, I discovered Zazzle.com and opened a store there. Started uploading some of my art, animations, photography, and such, putting them on t-shirts, mouse pads, coffee mugs, all that good stuff. And did pretty good for the first couple of years. A couple thousand visitors, a few $100s in sales. And I met with Lucy Diamond, and she told me about Choice Treasures. And one thing led to another, and Choice Treasures put together an advertisement. This advertisement right here, that you're about to see.
Get hot. Play to win. Go to DGD_media on Zazzle.com and browse the store for lucky merchandise sure to boost your confidence. From Father Day ties to golf shoes, wear them with pride. Artist David G. Duke of DGD Media, another ace in the hole brought to you by ChoiceTreasures.com. Let artist David G. Duke zazzle up a page for you. For more information, go to www.choicetreasures.com. Play to win!
And after that ad went online, started being circulated all over the internet, played on Gem Gen Radio. Prior to Gem Gen Radio, Lucy Diamond played it on her ILN radio show on that other network. And since that ad came out, my visits have been skyrocketing, jumping. Right now I'm over 74,000 visitors as of right now. I can't say that advertisement is solely responsible for that, but those numbers did start jumping after the ad went online. And as you saw, it's a well-produced ad. By the way, Choice Treasures did the audio for that ad. The video was edited by DGD Media for use on our video TV production. So, you need some marketing for your companies or whatever it is you do. Check out ChoiceTreasures.com. Their methods do work. I'm proof of that. ChoiceTreasures.com will help you knock out your competition.